Remember the Riverview camera I showed you? It was just a solid deck of fog.
Yeah, we were just up in the clouds.
Now look, as you can start to see the ground a little bit and some of that fog beginning to lift out. Just kind of a cool look for you this morning. You can see the ground, but before it just looked like one little bank of clouds. So the fog is beginning the process of lifting out, but we still have some significantly reduced visibilities, especially over in the Polk counties. I need people to understand that on the way to church, on the way to some ball games, whatever you're doing this morning, we got a lot of fog around the area, so just be careful. Now, above the fog, we still have another layer of cloud cover as well, which is why I'm going to call for variable cloud cover today. This is cool. Mariah, look at this. This is the fog right in the way of a downtown building. So if you're in that building and you're trying to look out this way, like toward the station or so, probably can't see much of it. It's obscured. But this will lift out, and it'll be a fine day overall. If you are headed to the football game, okay, 1 o'clock kickoff, Patriots are in town. It is going to be a very warm and muggy day. We're talking temps in the 80s again, dew points in the 70s. Buck football weather is what I'm trying to tell you. There could be a tiny little shower as well, but I really wouldn't be overly concerned about it. If you got a quick passing shower, maybe it'll cool you off. The actual cold front itself is not going to come through until much, much later tonight, probably 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning in that particular frame. Okay, so the visibility is getting a little bit better in Polk County. At least we're getting rid of the zeros. Quarter mile about Winter Haven area, Bartow, half mile in Lakeland, up to Brooksville. They got a quarter mile visibility. And I tell you, down around Sarasota, half-mile visibility. Going south from there, Venice near zero with the visibility this morning. That's tough. Temperatures, though, in the 70s, just about everybody in the low to mid 70s, and I walked into that this morning. Just a very warm start in general. Cold air is just to the northwest. Here it is. So you see Wichita at 32, New Orleans at 70. So the front will slowly slide south and east, and it will continue overnight to just drag in that colder, drier air. And once the front comes through, let's say about 1 o'clock in the morning or so, our winds are going to shift to the northwest, and they're going to come whipping in tomorrow and tomorrow afternoon, even tomorrow night, and that's going to drag all this drier air. And so, for instance, you got a dew point in New Orleans of 69 and a dew point in Greenville, Mississippi of 39. So big difference, and that front will just continue to slide our way. So our dew points will be in the 70s till around 11 o'clock tonight. When you wake up tomorrow morning, dew points in the 50s and 40s, and those will drop into the 20s. That's how much drier air is coming in behind this front. And again, this is something, you know, we don't see a lot of, much less in early November. So some clouds, some sun, we'll get to the 80s again, 1 or 2 little passing showers. Here's your front. 1 o'clock in the morning or so, and then look at the winds come whipping in from the northwest behind the front. So a very windy day tomorrow. And because of that northwest wind, that may blow in some cloud cover from the Gulf as well, as temperatures will fall in the afternoon. We'll be in the low to mid 60s in the morning tomorrow. Then temperatures will fall into the 50s from there, and eventually down into the 30s to near 40 by Tuesday morning. So today up in the lower 80s, tonight maybe down around 60 or so, and there'll be a couple of hours tomorrow. We try to warm up. It doesn't really work, though. We go mid 60s, and we drop to the 50s tomorrow afternoon. On our way Tuesday morning to around 40 in Tampa, inland and north in the 30s. Everybody's wind chills in the 30s. For Tuesday morning. So do expect a wind chill advisory to be posted. It's too early to have it posted now. That's why it's not out, but it'll likely be there. Variable clouds, warm, humid shower, 83 degrees. Then, well, 65, 40, 61, 45 on Wednesday morning. And then we start to warm up back to the 70s, upper 70s by Friday.